Welcome to this month's Minute with Victor, where Dr. Cotton answers your questions.
This month's question comes from a physician who writes, I know that having enough documentation is essential to defending a lawsuit. My question is, how much documentation does it take to be considered enough? Let me begin by saying that I've never met a lawyer who said that there was enough documentation. No matter how much paper we have, every attorney with whom I've ever worked ultimately shakes his head and says, I just wish there was more documentation. Of course, from a practical perspective, we have to draw the line somewhere, and I think this is where it is. You've documented enough when someone who did not see and does not know the patient can look at the situation, read your evaluation, and agree with your assessment and plan. You've documented enough when someone who didn't see and doesn't know the patient can look at the situation, read your evaluation, and agree with your assessment and plan. Now, to get there, we need three things. First, we have to include everything that's relevant. Now, some people say document everything, but that's incorrect, and it's also impractical. You don't need a full review of systems, but you do need everything that's relevant. Second, you can't have any loose ends. You don't want someone to read the chart and be left wondering if you thought of this or checked that. If there's room for those types of thoughts, then you need more documentation. And finally, the record has to be both logical and legible. Our reasoning should be sound and our handwriting readable. Now, if you follow these rules and you somehow wind up in a lawsuit, will your attorney be satisfied with your documentation? Of course not. You should have included more. But you've certainly got enough there to build a solid defense. Thanks again for listening. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for the many encouraging comments that we receive. I read each one and I greatly appreciate them. I'd also like to announce some exciting news. This fall, we're releasing some new online educational programs that are in video format and optimized so that you can view them on your mobile device. We're also hosting our first educational conference in Philadelphia this coming May. This will be a live CME event that we've planned in response to your suggestions. You can learn more about these programs here on our website, and I hope that you're able to participate. As always, I appreciate your support and thank you for listening.